apparently I'm slow on the uptake this week, but it turned out to be a great quick tip. He says, I'm fortunate to have gotten an iPhone 16 Pro the month they came out in 2024. I've tried to use the camera control side button for taking pictures, but it always seems to go to the controls for exposure, preventing me from taking a picture until I somehow get out of that mode. So I stopped using it. When I recently upgraded to iOS 26, an option popped up asking if I wanted to use the camera control side button to adjust settings, something like that. So I chose not to, and now that button only takes pictures. Fantastic. So it led me to look at the settings. Go to System Setting, Camera, Camera Control, and Controls. And both the camera adjustments and the lock, focus, and exposure are now, he toggled both of those off. And he says, if you struggle like I did, turn off those two settings, camera adjustments and lock, focus, and exposure. And now the button takes some pictures. Yeah. And then extra tip toward the bottom. And this is the one that got me. There's a launch visual intelligence setting. Press and hold. Interesting info. So to launch visual intelligence setting, you press and hold the camera button. Well, guess what happened when I pressed and holded the camera button? I'll tell you.
Pete, what happened when you pressed and held the camera button?
It started recording video.
Oh.
It ain't working. Yeah. And I'm like, what is going on here? Turns out, press and hold the camera button launches visual intelligence if you do it without the camera already up.
Yes.
So if the camera's already open, pressing and holding the camera button is going to record video. If the camera's not open and you press and hold it, it launches visual intelligence, which means, you can be pointing at your cat and it'll come up and say, oh, domestic short hair kitty cat, that sort of thing. So.
Okay. I just tried this. It worked, right? I went to the settings. Love that. Another quick tip, by the way, in those settings is at the very top. By default, the camera button opens the camera app, but you can change that and have it open other apps, either another camera app or something else entirely. It doesn't have to open the camera app, right?
Camera.
Yep. So I
launched one of the volume buttons a shutter button if the camera's already open too.
Both volume buttons are. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So I launched into visual intelligence and I took a picture of my drum set, which is just off to my left here.
Okay.
And there was the picture. Great. I clicked the ask button. And evidently it knew that we were being sophomoric in our private chat this morning because it says ChatGPT is only available if you are 13 or older.
It knows about us, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Now, the second time, okay, so I tapped again, and now it says tapping that icon asks ChatGPT for more information by capturing and sending what's in view. And so I'm happily saying go. And it is asking ChatGPT. The drum kit, equipped with multiple tom cymbals and a snare, is set up in a soundproof studio environment. The bundle of drumsticks nearby suggests it's ready for extended practice or recording sessions. It's not entirely wrong.
And I followed along with you, Dave, but I happened to have pointed at my screen when we were doing it, and it came up with Mac Geek Gab as a long-running podcast focused on Apple technology, offering troubleshooting tips and insights for Mac, iPhone, and iPad users. Episode 1127 appears to feature a quick tips segment, which usually shares concise advice to enhance Apple device usage.
So for
concise being the
so much for that
key word here. We should move on.
But I do want to say, this is, I knew about visual intelligence. If you had asked me how to launch it, I would not have known. So this hold the camera button without the camera first having been launched. So from anywhere but the camera, hold the camera button, and that's how you get in there. And if it tells you need to be 13, just keep going. You will get there. Yeah. Yep.
You'll eventually be 13.
You will Yeah, true. All right, moving on.
Hold to record video makes sense with the camera app open because that's actually how the shutter, if you're using the on-screen shutter button, I think behaves exactly the same way.
Correct. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.